Okay, now we're rolling. All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Everybody checking out the Super Bowl? Pretty fun game, huh?
And it's been an Eagles domination. Look at that.
Anyway, Thunderbolts trailer just came on. You want to watch that instead? Okay, and here we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Digital Drive-In Theater. I'm Quint, and today we're going to be checking out the Thunderbolts trailer. Now, I know a lot of people say this, but I'm genuinely excited for this movie coming up. Why? Because, here, let me show you something. See this? I, back in the day, genuinely collected the Thunderbolts comic book, and also back in the day, here's starting with Thunderbolts #1. I've gotten 1 through 75, and I bound them all myself. I put the whole first run into a bunch of hardcovers, because back in the day the comic wasn't really worth very much. It wasn't worth anything, but it was a great story. I was a huge fan of it. So I decided to keep it for all times, and it wasn't collected back in the day. It is now, so I feel like kind of an idiot. Binding all of my old collection, but I really loved it. I got a hardcover. That's basically what this whole library is back behind me. Anyway, got it for Thunderbolts, and now that the movie's coming out, I cannot wait to check out this trailer. I know this is going to be a little bit different from what I was reading in my volume 1 of Thunderbolts. This is more of like a Suicide Squad, from what I gather. It's kind of like Amanda Wallace gathering a bunch of criminals. I think this is Val. I forgot what her last name is.
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Actually, it's Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Grabbing a bunch of criminals and like pointing them in one direction and having them do something for her. The Thunderbolts in the comics was a little different. It was basically villains in disguise pretending to be heroes. So, a little different. We'll see how this goes. I cannot wait to check out this trailer. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do this.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming.
There's Val. That was Nick Fury's girlfriend in the comics.
The American people safe.
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Look like the Void.
Us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
So none of us comply? So what, we all just punch and shoot?
Oh.
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
Look, speed! John, stop! Where are you?
Everyone here has done bad things.
Oh, nice.
You can't escape the past. Hey, it's like your mind is somewhere else.
So you can do something about it now?
Oh my God.
I'll live with it forever.
They got Starship.
This could get messy.
No shit. You thought you were gonna be some great saviors? You can't even save yourself.
Yeah.
We
The
can't
Sentry.
do this.
Yeah.
No one
I heard
here
he's the villain here,
is a
or
hero.
the focus.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. That's why we need each other.
Okay, that
Big
was
redemption
really good.
story. It looks like.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
This has makings of
God.
team.
Just like the Avengers coming up the elevator.
Rise to glory. Bring light from the darkness.
Looks like they're really leveling up Bucky here.
This team can be the heroes.
Oh,
The weight is
a little
lost
mini Avengers homage shot.
with a little giddy toy.
Nice.
Alexei, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm
What's the
dead.
asterisk?
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
Somebody else should be driving. Huh. Okay. All right, let's talk about it. So, like I suspected, it looks like they're being brought in to take down Sentry. So, this is a little bit of like Suicide Squad. You know how they were all assembled to, to take down like the witch, who Amanda Wallace basically put in that position to begin with. It was the whole thing. But anyway, basically, it looks like they're getting this, you know, group of criminals or people trying to get a second chance at everything, and sending them after this like ridiculously overpowered individual. So okay, so what the Sentry is basically like Superman in Marvel, but plot twist, he's also got split personalities, where one is just, I think goes by, if I can remember all this stuff correctly, one is just like Bob, is just kind of like the normal sort of Clark Kent-ish version. Then you have Sentry, who is basically blonde Superman. It's basically if Thor looked like Superman in a yellow suit. And then you have Sentry's arch nemesis, which goes by the Void. Now, the thing about the Void is, it's kind of like this, the other side of the Sentry's personality. So the hero and villain are constantly sort of duking it out with each other. And one minute you might have the hero, and then the next minute you could have like the most dangerous villain ever. And it looks like they're sending, that's who they're sending in to face the Sentry. It's kind of thrown back a little bit to the New Avengers storyline Breakout, I think. There's a bunch of super villains all at the Raft, which is a big prison. You see it in Civil War, but as they're breaking out, they send some heroes in, and one of the prisoners in the Raft is the Sentry, and he breaks out, and nobody can really stop him. And I was getting a little bit of a feel for that in the trailer when we saw like the dark figure kind of like floating above everybody. That is definitely the Sentry version of, or not the Sentry, the Void version of the Sentry. Sentry's kind of yellow and blue. Void is just straight black. So, like a black void. And also, like Suicide Squad, it looks like they're just sending in a bunch of, you know, punch 'em up, shoot 'em ups.
So what, we all just punch and shoot?
To take on like Superman. Not sure how that's gonna work out, but it looked like they're really leveling up Bucky, but everybody else is just like, we got what, Ghost, and we got I didn't see if that was Taskmaster. Is that who that was in there? But U.S. Agent is basically like a Captain America. Red Guardian is basically like the Russian Captain America. So you got a couple super soldiers, and you got a phase person in Ghost, and then you got a Black Widow with Yelena, kind of another Captain America with Bucky. So I don't like their chances, but you know, it's also a mind game with Sentry, so maybe they can figure that out. What did you guys think? I'm looking forward to this. It isn't necessarily the Thunderbolts I read when I was reading the comic, but I heard that they're going to be bringing in some other characters. They're going to be bringing in Baron Zemo, which was a main character in the comics that I read. And I heard they're also going to be bringing in another character called Songbird, which is the main character. So I really hope to be seeing those two characters. Otherwise, it looks like a lot of fun. The picking Starship, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, was a choice. That was pretty fun. Hey, be sure to comment down below. Let's talk a little bit of Marvel. And like I said, until then, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.